Alright guys, this is going to be ultra horrible. I'm just doing a quick video on how to treat your animal, your brand new animal, after you get it. And so this is an animal that was shipped to me, and basically, you know, as long as they're packed properly and stuff like that and we're not too cold, you know, just making sure we meet the basic requirements of the animal. But now I want to talk about the mental requirements of the animal, and that is often a far bigger deal, and it's a nuance and a subtlety that many people don't understand. So I have an animal in a bag, and let's say this animal's socialized. So this animal's learned to trust certain people, it's learned to recognize people, it's very conscious of its environment, where it lived, any kind of things like that. Then it's suddenly taken out of that or removed from that habitat, it's put into this shipping box and shipped. None of this is very natural. This is like completely, like, you know, we don't even really know what kind of trauma has occurred to this animal. So we don't want to reinforce the trauma, we want to lessen the trauma. So, you know, we're not unpacking a coffee mug here. This is an animal that's very intelligent. This could be, you know, any kind of lizard and such. So here we go. So I got a lizard right here, and this animal right here is looking up at me. And what you want to do right now is no triggers. So one of the things I'm doing, I'm kind of reinforcing positive things. I'm looking where the eyes are going. What I would never want to do is, if I'm taking this animal out in a room where it could get loose, I wouldn't want to do that in a room that I wasn't sure I could, you know, contain the animal. So generally your bathroom is a real safe place, and you know, take the animal out of its bag very, very slow. One thing I am doing wrong right now, so I can get this video, is I'm towering over this animal. If I bring the animal up to like my level or even a little bit higher, sometimes that works better. So here I am allowing this animal to think. So right off the bat, I've allowed this animal to like assess things. So when they come out of the bag, they need to understand what's going on. If I force myself on this animal, basically I'm not giving the animal's brain a chance, and I can do things to basically make the animal fearful, feel like it's being predated. You notice the animal keeps wincing when I was just talking. There's a little bit of wincing. So right there, he's backed in there. So sometimes back to contact, and you know, contact is great. So what I would not want to do, I would not want to grab the animal. I would not want to overhand it, restrain it in any way, because this is really what makes a lot with this animal. I want to let this animal kind of come on its own. So right now I'm encouraging this animal to think. Tongue flicks, we're definitely doing better right here. Hopefully the camera's getting it. It's thinking a lot. Yep. So we kind of scared it. So what I could do, you know, so we don't have a 10-minute video, I'm going to go into the bag, and I'm not going to grab it. I'm going to just take it out. Hey buddy. So this is where we waste a lot of video time. All right, we're going to do some unceremonious type thing. Let's see. Come here. There we go. Okay. So now we got this animal taking it all in. Long tongue flicks, real good. He's taking it all in. Perfect. This animal is thinking. We're good. You can also watch when these guys are breathing. You know, he's hyperventilating a little bit, big deep breaths. So it's my job now to reinforce anything positive. So this guy's looking around. He doesn't, you know, doesn't have a clue what's going on, but sees he's not racing around and freaking out. So he's taking it slow. This is a big deal. This might seem kind of cheesy or stupid to certain people. This is everything, because this animal, we're now developing a thread of positive behavior. And so right here, just underneath, always underneath. Hopefully this camera's getting this. So you kind of like, you can spread your fingers out. One thing you'll notice, monitors, if you handle a monitor, I don't care if it's a Nile or whatever, But if you handle it where the animal doesn't really feel restrained, and I'm doing things just to slow his physical movement down and just take up, you know, it's all the energy that it's trying to, you know, use to get away, but I'm not restraining it. And a lot of monitors, they don't bite you in this fashion. This is a captive born T positive water monitor, so this is an animal that just basically got maybe off to a wrong start with somebody, and it was very, very socialized, and I just want to reacquaint the animal with being socialized and stuff like that. So this is just an animal I want to work with a little bit. But so far, this is a really good positive experience. From here, you may want to take this animal and put it into a bin of shallow, warm water for a little bit, and that's potentially, you know, positive reinforcement that you know, things are good. Gets the animal, you know, warmer. Just positive things. All this, every little thing you can do here is what's gonna, you know, allow this animal to assess, okay, this is a safe situation, no one's gonna hurt me, and allow this animal to take it all in. So then one of the things you do after this maybe is if you do the warm water bath, or you put it into its cage and you leave it for a little while. Maybe you let the animal adjust and, you know, take a nap or whatever. But this is good. Animals, this is like perfect. It's long tongue flicks, not dashing off, especially when they lick their lips like that. Pausing and taking it in, that's great. All right, what do you think, buddy? Okay. Love the psychology of an urban dinosaur. You're wonderful. You're so good. Remember, towering over them, they're very aware. So you don't want to do anything. If I just stood up and just started towering over it, you know, that's a huge trigger for any kind of, you know, fearful response. And I don't care if it's a 6-foot animal. If it doesn't know you or whatever, or is nervous of the situation, you can definitely do more harm than anything. But look at this slow movement, which is great. So one thing I could do to encourage this is, let's see, might be able to, want those? Might be able to lure them with food. He's like not having it, but anything that's positive. All right, that's the point of this video, just positive reinforcement and understanding what you're unpacking. Say goodbye.